Yeah.
Like, because our house was so cold.
Yeah.
Like, in the winter it was cold, and in the summer it was hot, and we didn't have cable, and we didn't have furniture to speak of. We had old furniture. We drove old cars. And then when I moved out, I'm like, hey, wait a minute.
Hey, something doesn't add up
These
here.
guys have got money.
Maybe it does add up, and I just didn't know
They
it.
tricked me my whole life.
Yeah.
So you started it in 1980.
91 is when he bought this
Oh, 91,
first one.
yeah.
Well, shoot, your dad started late in life with it too. Then
Yeah,
he
he,
was in his 40s when he started.
He worked for Goodyear for either 16 or 18 years. He was doing sales, and they'd give him they'd double his salary if he doubled his sales objective.
I got you.
And so he'd work like all the time out on the road, never came home, and he'd hit that objective every year and then just bank the money. And then he bought the shop just as an investment, and then Goodyear restructured and laid him off in like 92 or 93. I think 92. He had no intention of ever working the business at all.
Yeah.
And then he just decided one day to.
That's how
He
old.
needed a job.
About like my old man, we moved. He was a superintendent for a big company out in Fort Collins, and in '95 he moved to Nebraska because he was tired of Fort Collins, but he thought he was just gonna go be a superintendent for a construction company out there. And he said, "Well, if this is all it takes out here, I'll just do this on my own."
Yeah.
They were building a big department store and doing the foundations, and he's like, they're out there with cutting torches cutting all the rebar up, and he's like, all the rebar's like prefabbed, all you gotta do is put it in there and tie it up. And they're like, oh, you know how to read the blueprint? Because none of us do. So he was there for 3 weeks, and he was like, okay, I think I'll do my own thing if this is all it takes out here.
This place is cool. He works on a bunch of old Mercedes is what he does.
Wow.
Looks like, oh, he's getting into buses too, Volkswagen
Yes,
buses.
yeah. Which is essentially the same company now, isn't it?
Yeah. They're all the Euro stuff is, or the German stuff is all pretty close together. Audi and Volkswagen are the same, and then Mercedes and BMW are constantly,
Okay, yeah, that's what it is. Mercedes.
they're fighting with each
Yeah.
other to see who can have the most gadgets. So,
Oh my word.
yeah. But they're really cool cars.
We got one guy that works on Volkswagens in our area, and he's not even a mechanic. He just likes Volkswagens. So anybody that has one or breaks down in the area always has to go to him to get it fixed.
That's
He's the
cool.
only one with all the tools.
Yeah.
It's still a zippy little car. I'm
It is.
surprised with as many miles on it.
Yeah, oh no, it runs
It
good.
runs good.
This is just a 4-cylinder?
No, it's a V6.
Oh.
3.5 liter V6. 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 3
go trick or treating, or they all outgrow it?
They're done. Yeah. Yeah. Mikey's 14th birthday is tomorrow.
Yeah. Audrey went this year with her friends, but it was mostly just walk around town with her friends, and
Yeah.
you know,
That's cool.
they still went and got candy, but it was more about just hanging out and being teenagers.
Yep.
That's good.
Dylan went out. Ethan went and ate dinner with us. So.
Right on.
We got our soapbox here next weekend. To say thank you.
Oh, the volunteer dinner.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. That's a good idea.
Yeah, at the end of the year, we always have a volunteer dinner. Everybody that volunteered hosted dinner for them. And then we have the kids that went to Akron come and
Yeah.
play waiter or whatever, just so that they can meet the kids that that went to Akron and all that.
Well, the kids that went to Akron should be volunteering too. So.
You're right.
Oh, you're talking about like for all the police and all those people that
Yeah.
volunteer. Okay.
Yeah, so all the volunteers.
Yes.
Yeah, the people that volunteer in the diner and the scales and the
Yeah.
return vehicles and the loaders
Yeah.
and all that. So we do a dinner, and then the kids that went to Akron come and play waiter for them.
That's really cool.
Mm-hmm. So did you grow up in the automotive business?
Yep. When I grew up, I worked here where that yellow sign is, and I used to run to all these car dealerships around here to get parts.
Ah.
So you guys started out as a parts store then?
No, we started out here, but when we needed parts, my dad had had me run because I was only like 13, so I
Oh.
couldn't drive. So he's like, run down there to the, because the
Oh,
Nissan dealer's
I
down
see.
there, the Ford dealer's here, the Chevy dealer was down at the end of that block.
That's genius.
They call this the Merle Hay Auto Mile.
So then you guys never were a Napa parts
No.
store then?
No,
Okay.
this was the first one, and it was a transmission shop. They did nothing but transmissions. Then my dad converted it into general repair.
The hardest part about it now has got to be electrical crap. Trying to diagnose electrical problems. It's just got to be a nightmare.
It's when they don't do it. It's all the, like, it acts up for me once every 2 weeks, or installed on me, and then we tow it in and everything works. That's the most frustrating. So here's this one, Ethan. Same as the other one.
The other one has nice glass garage doors. This one they have to work in the dark.
Yep. This one's got higher ceilings,
Oh,
which is nice.
put bigger trucks in there.
Yeah.
Bigger truck.
There's my old plow truck, Ethan. You like him? You see
Old
him?
square body. What year is that?
77.
Yeah, we had a 79.
The green truck.
Nah, green truck. Yeah, they were all 79s.
everybody to
Plow snow,
plow
yeah.
snow.
Yep, we leave that one sit there to plow snow. And then we've got another plow truck behind the shop over the one we were just at. But my brother will take that one out and go out with it.